Do you happen to know how many people signed up?
You don't have that data at all either on who signed up. I just kept getting emails to the invite to the links.
Yeah, same. And I know since you have that 45 minutes, they do suggest just giving the presentation since it's recording. So if it shows up, feel free to go ahead and just do that because they're going to put it up on OACAC's website. So we can wait a few more minutes here, and then if you want to go ahead and.
That's fine. It takes, I can do this presentation in like 25, 30 minutes. So okay. It's not like. Have you done many of these or facilitated many of these or not really?
I haven't. This is the first one. This is the first one. I've been kind of nervous about it because I'm like, I don't want to mess it up for the other university that I'm trying to help. And then I couldn't get logged on. I couldn't figure out where the webinars were. And I'm like, I even listened to facilitators training and I still didn't know. So it's like 12:57. I'm like,
oh, I was the past 3 days I've been looking over the presentation from like how to do the webinar, like just trying to make sure I knew exactly what I was doing. Because my Point Park uses a completely different system.
Okay.
So we use our own system. So I'm not that familiar with Zoom. Like sure. I kind of am, but I'm not.
Yeah. And we use Zoom all the time, but the whole webinar thing was different. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? You want to go ahead and give your
presentation? Do you record it or do you deal with starting the recording or do
I think it's been recording us.
Oh, great.
So I hopefully that they'll edit it and then go from there. So I don't see anyone coming in. So if you want to go ahead and share your screen and do your thing, and I'll be quiet until the end.
All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So first of all, I do want to welcome all of you virtually to Point Park University. My background behind me is a little bit of part of campus. So you can see a little bit of our campus behind me. It's a beautiful scenic location right in downtown Pittsburgh. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and get started and give a little bit of facts about the university. First of all, we are a private university located right in scenic downtown Pittsburgh. We are on the edge of town. We're not really in the middle of the university. We are located kind of on the edge of town. So we have our own little section of campus. We have about 3,200 undergraduate students with about 900 graduate and doctoral students on our campus. Those can be online classes or on ground. We do have several online degrees available. 5 schools are available. We have the School of Arts and Sciences, the Rollins School of Business, the School of Education, and the the Conservatory of Performing Arts. We do offer 79 bachelor degrees and 20 graduate degrees. So a lot of opportunities post-graduation if you want to take advantage of staying at Point Park. We are represented by 49 out of the 50 states, and 33 of the countries around the world are represented. So we have a very diverse background within our university. And by the time you graduate, you should be entering an alumni force, probably about 30,000 strong. And again, it'll be all over the nation and all over the world. So just for being a small school right in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we do have connections globally. We're going to go through a couple of the majors that we offer. The first school to look at is the School of Arts and Sciences, and a couple of the majors that are encompassed into that. We have the criminal justice and intelligence majors, obviously self-explanatory of criminal justice, and then we have forensic science, intelligence, and national security. For criminal justice and forensic science, most of those classes are taught by professionals who had experience in the field, have since retired. We do have a blood splat lab, kind of like a crime scene lab. They tell us it's not supposed to be like CSI, so don't think it's going to be, all Hollywood up. But we do have those firsthand learning experiences for those students that want to do criminal justice and forensic science. For intelligence and national security, we do have the FBI field office right on the other end of town. So that is a great opportunity to get involved really close by. So if you wanted to get involved in the national security sector. We do offer 3 engineering majors in electrical, mechanical, and civil engineering technology. All of those are all engineering accredited programs. Recently, I think electrical just got renewed in its certification. So those are just a couple of our engineering majors. Continuing on, we have the humanities and social science majors. Pretty cut and dry. You'll see pretty much at any other university. We have global cultural studies, history, interdisciplinary design major. Those are for those students that attend college and you're not sure which way you want to go. And even after your first year of college, you still are undecided. You can go interdisciplinary design major and look at and take different classes and still be able to graduate with some sort of degree, even though you're not sure which direction you want to go. We have legal studies, liberal studies, and political science in there as well. So if you want to go a little bit pre-law track, we have those opportunities for you. The literary arts and social justice majors, creative writing and English. If you are very good at the written, you can take those majors as well as social justice major, which is huge going on around these times if you want to get involved in the social justice movement and things like that. We do have a few natural sciences majors, biological sciences, and the one interesting one is the funeral service degree. That's basically a partnership with PIMS, which is the Pittsburgh Institute of Mortuary Science. You take 3 years here at Point Park and then 1 year over there, normally your junior or senior year. So it's a good chance for you to get involved in the funeral services project as well. For psychology, we do have behavioral sciences and psychology. It is interesting to know that the psychology approach is more human-based rather than the more physical science-based, where you look at the effects of drugs and things like that. And the psychology we study here is more human-based on how different humans interact in different situations and things like that. Also, for every major at Point Park, you can do a pre-medical or health-related, can be combined with any major. That's kind of a pre-medical program. You just have to take a couple classes. It's not a major. It's just an additional program and additional classes you'll have to take to get that pre-medical, like almost certification, can be combined with any of those majors. So the next school is the Rowland School of Business. Very good, different programs for the business. The majors, accounting, applied computer sciences, business management, economic finance, human resource management, marketing, sales, organizational leadership, public administration, and the one that I'll probably highlight, is the sports, art, and entertainment management. That's a very good major that goes across interdisciplinary almost, especially if you are interested in the sports, if you're interested in the arts, or you're interested in entertainment, which is more like the communication side, the arts, more those students that are in the conservatory. So it's a good chance to see how those business kind of operate, and just see how sports operate and things like that. I know sports and sports management is a big one, but to add the arts and entertainment is also a huge, huge opportunity. So that's just an interesting major that is very unique at the Point Park University. The School of Communication, a lot of us we are known as a broadcasting school as well. So you can see one of our students here getting involved as being a broadcaster, getting that firsthand experience there. So the majors offered in there are broadcast and media management, graphic and interactive design, journalism. That's where it's kind of the umbrella term, and it encompasses everything like broadcast, environmental journalism, mass communication, and photojournalism. We have multimedia So if you want to make the big ads that you see on billboards or on television or things like that, that's a good chance for multimedia, or even in magazines and things like that. That's where that multimedia comes in there. Photography, as you can see here, the student is practicing his photography. So that's available for you as well. Also, our staff headshots for the admissions office specifically were done by Point Park students and edited by them. So that's a good chance for you to get real world experience and actually get published on a website. And then we have public relations and advertising. And what you saw in that picture before previously was the Center for Media Innovation. It's a brand new it's a new facility on campus with a TV studio, a podcast studio, other different photo studios. Good chance for you to get that real world experience. Our TV studio almost looks like you're on the Today Show. So that is kind of an interesting feature to add into that. And we do have our own record label and so you are able to get published in that respect. The School of Education, it is kind of unique with being a Pittsburgh school, because as you go later down the road, you do get first dibs at student teaching and peer mentoring over any other schools in the Pittsburgh area. So you get the first dibs with us being a Pittsburgh city school. So you get ahead of other schools in the area. So that is a nice little perk for us. The majors there are in instructional studies, pre-kindergarten to 4th grade, 8th grade, and then secondary education with a certification in a specific subject like social studies, history, science, things like that. Also, any of these majors can be combined with a special education dual certification, except for the instructional studies. But if you want to do pre-K, middle school, or secondary, you can add the special education dual certification. So that is kind of a nice feature there. And also, we can guarantee that you will graduate 4 years, even if you add the special education certification. A lot of schools are leaning towards 4.5 to 5 years if you do special education. So that is an addition to us. The Conservatory of Performing Arts, this is what we're known most for. So that is just a nice thing to go over. Those are all the majors that we offer inside the conservatory. Most of the majors that we do offer, we are top 10 in the nation at all of those. So acting, dance, musical theater, the theater arts, theater production, cinema arts, everything like that. To get into this, to the conservatory, you will have to do a separate application process, which I will go over as we move forward with the presentation. So that is just something to note, that if you do want to do any of the majors in the conservatory, you will have to go through a separate and second application process. Where all your performances will mainly take place will be in the brand new Point Park University Pittsburgh Playhouse. This is a $60 million facility with two main theaters as well as smaller secondary theaters. But the two main theater is the PNC Theater, which is your standard performance venue, and then the Highmark Theater, which is actually a black box theater where you can rearrange the seating however you feel comfortable as the director or the stage production to move them. And also this whole area to the way left of the presentation is actually an outdoor area, which you can actually encompass and pull up a gate and encompass the outdoor area into your productions if you want to. So it is a nice facility. It is right on our campus attached to the University Center. The Playhouse was formerly in Oakland, Pennsylvania, which is where the University of Pittsburgh resides, about 10-15 minutes off our campus, but now it is on campus attached to one of our buildings. So it is very convenient now on our campus. Internships, that's always a big question, is do you offer internships? We do have internships. We have them for credit, not for credit. It could be a summer internship. It could be a short-term internship. It could be for pay, not for pay. So many opportunities to get involved. You just have to reach out for the Center of Career Development, and they will be able to help you set something up. These are just a couple of the locations that we do offer the internships with. Obviously, this is not the end-all, be-all list, but this is just some that they wanted to highlight. As you can see, the different majors work with all of them. There's nonprofits on here, there's sports teams, there's museums, the Allegheny County Medical Examiner's Office, news stations. So a lot of opportunities for all types of majors, not just specific ones as well. And then if you want to do something further than the internship program for those juniors and seniors as you go through your time here at Point Park, we do have the co-op education program, which is kind of like what I call an internship on steroids. You'll see on the next slide why I call it that. You can see here the cooperative education program. It is a paid full-time with temporary employment with the university corporate sponsor. They will not become a corporate sponsor unless they are willing to pay $15 an hour for you. With that in mind, that goes into the next one, the real world experience. If they're putting the capital up front of paying you $15 an hour, they're going to definitely put you to work and give you those real world experiences that you need. And it'll lead into the next bullet point, which is meaningful business connections that lead to permanent employment after graduation. So basically, after you graduate, the company that you work for may hire you right on, or you will be put ahead of your fellow job applicants because of that valuable experience you had during your time during the co-op program. And you do get rewarded for this. You do get 6 college credits for each time you do the co-op. A lot of students do this in the summer, because 6 credits does take up a lot of space in an 18 credit course load. But you do get the 6 credits for doing the co-op. We do have dormitories, apartments, sophomore suites. We can guarantee housing for you all 4 years, but we do have about 1,000 students that do live on our campus. We have 2 freshman dorms available. We have Lawrence Hall and Thayer Hall. Lawrence Hall is located, each of them have their own different benefits. Lawrence Hall has its own private bathroom with no central air, while Thayer Hall has central air, but more communal type restrooms for the students. And then multiple secure access to point, just to give you an example, to get into Lawrence Hall, the dormitory, you'd have to swipe in to the building, swipe in through turnstiles, take the elevator up to your floor, and then swipe in to get into your actual floor. So that's 3 points of secure access for you to just get into your dorm room, so you can feel nice, safe, and sound while you're at school with us. Some nice amenities. We do have free cable television for you, so you just bring your TV and you can hook up to the cable. Free laundry facilities. Obviously, we just ask you bring your own detergent and your own dirty laundry, and Wi-Fi. If you do have like a Roku streaming stick instead of the cable hookup, or you have your laptop or anything like that, you can hook up to the Wi-Fi in the dorm. So that is a nice feature for you. And the nice thing is, being in downtown Pittsburgh, you are connected to you're connected to the city. So you might have a job or an internship, or if you want to go to the north side and watch the Pirates of the Steelers play, they are right down that town. The Penguins are right on the other end of town, and the Riverhounds are our soccer team across the river. A lot of opportunities if you want to go to sporting events. There's Market Square with a number of different restaurants. There's shops. We are getting a brand new huge Target in downtown Pittsburgh, so it's a nice area to go get some grocery shopping. And there is the theater district as well, with Heinz Hall, the Benham Theater, and things like that. So you're close to everything. Some of these things may even be in walking distance of campus. So it is kind of nice for you to be centrally located on the campus. So how involved do you want to be outside of the classroom? We do have 50 active student clubs and organizations on our campus. And if you come to campus and you come to Point Park and there's something you want to start, it is fairly easy to start a club. If there's something you want to start and we don't have, you just need to get a professor, create bylaws, and a couple other students that are interested in the program, the club, and then you're able to start that program with the approval of the Student Government Association. There is an interactive online student life calendar that is available for you to look at, so you can see what's going on campus at any given time. I know a very popular one is they do have a bingo night where you can win a TV. So it is kind of cool. There are smaller prizes, of course, but a good chance for you to hang out with your friends on a Friday night, maybe win some prizes. There are activity shuttles that go on mainly during the weekends to kind of take you off campus. One of the locations is the waterfront in Pittsburgh. It's a location about 10-15 minutes away from the university. So you can go there. There are different shops. There's a movie theater, restaurants. So a good chance to get away from campus for the afternoon or evening. And then on Sundays, there is one that'll take you to Giant Eagle, which is a grocery store. And you'll be able to stock up on groceries and things like that if you need, if you want to get any snacks or anything that is available for you. The Student Center is available for fun and serious workouts. There's a number of different lobbies for students to hang out in, as well as a fitness center with full gym equipment and cardio equipment. And then if you want to even leave campus, some of the student businesses have student discounts for you to show your Point Park ID, and they'll validate that you are a student, and you'll get the student discount as well. Some additional resources. We have the Center for Student Success. That is basically that is another advising tool that is used for us and for the students. Once you get here, they actually generate your first semester schedule for you. So you basically don't have to worry about scheduling your first semester. That'll be made for you. And then from then on, they will be used as an advising tool to help you schedule your classes as you move forward your time here at Point Park. For those of you, if you live closer by and you don't want to live on campus, you are able to commute. We do have a lot of commuter resources available for you. So you are able to commute with a sort of ease, because I know coming downtown may be a little bit stressful at times, but we want to make it as soundly as possible for those commuter students. We have the Point Park University Police Department. You can see them pictured here. They are 24/7. They are completely essential. So when the campus was closed due to lockdowns and things like that, basically we were at home, but they were there protecting the campus. When we go home for breaks, they're there. So they are there at all times, and they patrol the campus to keep us all safe. And also they do have additional resources. If you look behind the girl in the picture on the cell phone, there's a blue light over her shoulder. That is actually an emergency call box that are located in all of our plazas. So if there is an emergency and your cell phone's not working, you are able to make that phone call, and you are able to reach out to them, and they will be able to come to that area of refuge and be able to come and help you. We have the Professional Career Readiness Center. That's what we used to call our development center. So basically this is where you would go to set up your co-op, do your internships. They will get you ready for the workforce as you end your times here at Point Park. We have the Student Health Center. That's a nice feature. We do have our own nurse on campus. So if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, you can go to her and she'll be able to help you and take care of that. For right now, when it comes to our COVID response, we do have an additional nurse on campus. We've been partnered with UPMC, which is the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. They've been advising us and helping us with our COVID reaction as we have our students returning to campus and have been on campus for almost a month now, trying to get them stay as healthy as possible. So that's just an extra step that we have added. And then we have the University Counseling Center. If you have any problems, you need to talk to someone, or you, again, just need someone to talk to, they are there to help you. And everything I've listed on here is completely free. It is built into your student fees. The only time you might have to pay for something is if the nurse escalates the situation that you have to use a hospital or do an overnight stay, then that's when the insurances will start to kick in. But besides that, even at the basic level, the nurse is free. Student athletes, we do have athletics on our campus. So if you are inclined to and you want to do athletics in college, we do have an opportunity for you. We have 18 varsity athletic sports. You can see the complete list there. We are NAIA Division II, so we are completely different than the NCAA. And you can actually receive athletic grants or scholarships to play based on the coach's discretion if they want to add on to your already academic scholarship, which we'll go into in the next couple slides. The newest sports that we added is Esports. We are NAIA in Esports, so that is a nice addition to our athletic department. Study abroad, this is a question we get. I get anytime I go to a high school or I go to a college fair. We do have study abroad options for you. There's 3 options that you can choose. You can do the Point Park sponsored locations in London and Salford, England, Rome, Italy, and Madrid, Spain. So if you want to go to any of those 4 locations, we do have, that's a sponsored location, so fairly easy to set something up. But if you don't want to go there, that's fine. You can set up an independent study abroad program, and they'll be happy to help set it up for you depending on the time and length and location and things like that. Or you can do this third option, which they did in this picture. International trips with faculty. Different faculty take trips at different times, mainly during academic breaks because they need to be back in the classroom. So those are going to be shorter trips, but still very academically strong because you have the professor who's probably gone to that location, and you can learn firsthand from them while you're overseas. So we'll talk a little bit over financial aid. So what percentage of incoming freshmen receive financial aid, including scholarships? 99% of Point Park students receive some sort of financial aid. As you can see here, we do have academic scholarships available for you. These are guaranteed on acceptance, so you can get anywhere from $12,000 to $19,000 if you are an academic major. So any non-conservatory major, you will receive anywhere from $12,000 to $19,000 a year, as long as you're a first-year student. If you decide to transfer into Point Park, you will get anywhere from $10,000 to $16,000 merit scholarship based on your transfer credentials and your academic success at your previous institutions and things like other factors like that. So just a little bit about the academic scholarships. For those students that are interested in the conservatory, we have first year and transfer. They're all in the same bracket. You get an artistic award anywhere from $3,000 to $25,000 based on your artistic achievement. So that's based on the artistic application, which I'm about to go over in a couple slides. And then if you are a very academic strong candidate, you may receive an additional $5,000 scholarship a year. All of these scholarships are renewable each year. You don't have to do anything to get them renewed. You just have to stay pretty much academically eligible and a full-time student. So basically you can receive all of these all 4 years. You will receive all of them all 4 years. So you don't have to worry about them going away or anything like that. So when we get to the application, our application for fall 2021 is live. You can go on pointpark.edu and you can apply directly on our website, or we are members of the Common App, so you can apply that way. We do have 2 application types available for you. We have a traditional application, which basically we just need your official high school transcripts and your official test scores, so ACT or SAT test scores. Or if you're not a very good test taker, me personally, when I was going through this, I wish we had this option. I was not a very good test taker. We do have a test optional application in which you are supplementing your or replacing your test scores with supplemental documents of a writing sample / essay and a letter of recommendation. Now the writing sample / personal essay is completely open-ended. You don't have to do anything with that. So that is kind of nice feature. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be any length, it doesn't have to be any topic. It could be even something you did in class previously. And for transfer students, you just have to complete an online application and provide us with any official transcripts from any previous institution you attended before Point Park. So very simple application process there. For the conservatory, I mentioned this earlier, that you do have to do a second application. To start your artistic application, all you have to do is be an applicant in a university. So all you have to do is hit submit on your application, and you can go through with your conservatory application. You can see the different majors, what is required of them. For acting, dance, and musical theater, you need an audition. For acting, musical, and theater arts, you will need to do a pre-screen before then, before you can schedule your live audition. For dance, you just have to do the live audition. You do have to do an interview if you're interested in theater production. And then for animation, cinema arts, cinema production, and screenwriting, you will have to submit a portfolio. So that for those ones, you will have to submit those portfolio, kind of show the professors what all you can do. So to attend Point Park University in any one of these majors, you'll have to be academically, which means the application I just talked about on the previous screen, be admitted, and then artistically, which is one of these processes, admitted to the university. So at this time, I think we have, if anybody has any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them, and I'd be happy to answer them. So what all questions do you guys have, if any? Additionally, I just want to leave up my contact information. You can see my phone number there. You can see my cell phone number as well. And you can see my email. The link below, we are accepting visitors on our campus. So if you want to come check us out, you are able to copy and paste that link into your web browser and set up a campus visit. I am the representative for the entire state of Ohio. So if you do have any questions, I would be your direct point of contact. And there's just a little bit about that, about our application. It is free online. There is no deadline. We do have rolling admissions. So basically, there is no hard deadline. So once you complete your application and get all your materials in, you will get a decision fairly quick. So with that, if you don't have any other questions, I do want to thank you for the time in visiting with us today. I'll put my contact information back up there. If you do have any questions following the presentation, please reach out to me. And I look forward to seeing you on campus and seeing your application. So thank you.
Great, great. Well, thank you for who attended with us today. I do have one screen to share as well. Give me 1 second here. So again, thanks for joining us today. Just some quick items here at the end of the presentation. Survey should appear once this presentation is over for the students to take. OACAC encourages you, along with StriveScan, to sign up for more sessions to learn more about other universities as well. And then all presentations that you attend will also be recorded. So you'll be able to find that on the OACAC website once all of those have been, I assume, edited and uploaded, probably within the next couple weeks or so. So again, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. David, thanks for giving us a presentation today on your great university, and hope the students learned a lot of great stuff. So appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
Yeah, you too. You too.